that these are people that are going to, regardless of what the outcome, there will be personal victories. Also, and I don't want to fall into the trap of mansplaining. This is a man talking about a book that is very powerfully, I think, a feminist book. I know that for some people that can be a dirty word, but I think that this is a book about women. This is a book about an era and a period of Irish history that a lot of individuals maybe don't want to think about. There's unsavory stuff in here, but it's important. It is important that, at this point in Irish society, that we're able to own up and accept, that there were demographics, there were people, there were groups in our society that the establishment tried to push aside, that they didn't want us to learn about in school. And the fact that Orla is able to shine a light on this, look into the darkness and find such power and such beauty and such truth, I think, is a testimony to her ability as a writer, and also, I think, her integrity as a person. Read this book. I think it's really important. And as she said, buy 6 of them. I always tell my own readers, don't buy one, you'll wear it out, you're going to read it so much. You can prop up tables with it, give it as a gift to your friends. I think this is a book everybody should read, and I'm delighted to be here to celebrate it with her today. Thank you, Orla.
Fantastic. What a well-worn copy of my book that is. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born and raised in Armagh in the 1970s. So sitting through 5 minutes of someone telling me how great I am was literally like having bamboo nails under my toenails. However, everything he said is true, even if it's awkward for me to listen to it. I was here in this bookshop a few years ago, about 4 years ago, and I'd had one of those experiences that I think a lot of women in the room will relate to, where you've been into a clothes shop and you've tried something on and you've come out to ask the assistance of the shop girl, and she says to you, "It's upside down." So she pulled me out of whatever it was that I was trying to try on upside down, and I was so embarrassed that I just handed it back to her and ran out the door to my safe place. And my safe place is always the closest bookshop. And I have a friend here, a friend I know, but I've never met her before, and her name is Catherine Fleming. Are you here, Catherine? There she is, she's hiding down there. Catherine's a historian, an excellent historian, and I picked up her book quite by chance downstairs in the local history section because I was so upset after my upside down experience that I couldn't get up the stairs. And Catherine's book is called The Transportation of Women from Kildare to Van Diemen's Land. And the story of the flight of the Wren just fell into my brain. It's been a long, long gestation period. It's taken 4 years to find a publisher brave enough, Mentor Press, thank you, to put the book down in paper and to release it into the world. But the genesis of this book came from Catherine's factual history, 50 pages. I bought every book I could find in the section that I thought might be remotely related to Catherine's, and I took them all home with me. And we have now, 4 years later, The Flight of the Wren. I just couldn't stop. I just could not stop until this book saw the light of day. It means more to me than an achievement. Many, many times I was told, look, you're a really good writer. Write something else. Write something that people want to read. Write something that will make people laugh. And that was really good advice. And if I'd taken it, I might have been standing here several years ago. But I could not let this story go. I could not let the Wren women of Kildare. I felt I couldn't let them down. So here we are. And here we are with The Flight of the Wren. I'm not going to go on any longer. You all have a copy of the book now, I hope. So you'll know what it's about very soon. I'd like to thank all the people who have come really long distances. There are people here that I didn't expect to make long journeys from Cork, from Waterford, from Limerick, and probably lots of other people from further afield as well. So thank you all for coming. Do drink all the wine that has been poured out, and if we run out of stuff that's poured, ask them to pour some more, because Mentor's paying for it. So lash on. I'm going to read a very short section from chapter 2, because this is the chapter that Shane told me to read. Now, I'd like to thank Shane very much for being here. Shane is, contrary to what he might have said, Shane is a multi-million selling author. Okay, a million. Oh, it's only 1 million. I apologise. He has only sold 1 million books. I think the fact that there are people in this room who don't